The Neo-Spacian archetype is considered to be one of Yu-Gi-Oh's worst decks of all time. From the lack of main deck synergy, terrible spells and traps, and oddly designed boss monsters, Neos is by far one of the most challenging, frustrating, and inconsistent decks imaginable. But god dang do we love it. Ever since the reveal in the second season of the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime, I have been smitten with these weird, weak, and overall lackluster monsters. I just can't get Neos out of my brain. After years and years of waiting for support to launch Neos into competitive status, there is no more waiting. I am taking Neos into my own hands and challenging myself to take one of Yu-Gi-Oh's worst decks to the very peaks of competitive play. This is Neos to the top. Many of you observant viewers may have noticed I left out a few things about the Neo-Spacian archetype. There are several cards in the Neo-Spacian strategy that we haven't quite discussed, even though they are sometimes key players in the success of Neos. To start, let's do some categorizing. The Neo-Spacian archetype has 3 distinct levels of card types when it comes to the in-archetype spells and trap cards. First, we have the good cards. These I would consider to be playable in most occasions and in most iterations of the Neos deck. All spells and traps that would fall within this category I would consider to be stuff like Neos Fusion, the most powerful Neos spell card ever that allows you to fusion summon from the deck. Cards like Miracle Contact, which can shuffle material from your graveyard, field, and/or hand to boost out your Neos fusions. This really helps out with the triple fusions especially. Cards like Wrath of Neos, and while this might sound like a strange choice, it's oddly enough one of the only board clears that Neos has that's not a part of the fusion monsters, and it is searchable. And finally, for the good category, we have probably one that I could consider to be in the other ones, but I think it's good enough. Convert Contact is a draw spell for the Neos archetype. This card's kind of weird because you do have to have a Neo-Spacian in your hand to activate it, but as far as deep draw Neos and giving some necessary card advantage to the Neo-Spacian archetype, it's pretty solid. Next, we have the meh category, or the situational cards. These are cards that I would say are effective half the time. They do not do a lot on their own, but maybe in the right conditions could be pretty useful. First, we have Generation Next, which is a more recent level of support that allows you to special summon Neo-Spacians or elemental heroes from your deck, depending on the life point difference between you and your opponent. Next, we have Next, a trap card for the Neo-Spacian archetype that allows you to special summon from your hand or graveyard Neos or the Neo-Spacians. Some people think that this is actually a really good card, and I think that it's okay. While very useful in some cases, it does also lock you into fusion summoning, and most of the time when I've played this card personally, I haven't really gotten much use out of it, but it could be considered good. I don't know. Then we have things like Contact Gate, while really hype on release, is honestly just a bit too slow at what it's intending to do, which is turbo out your Neo-Spacian fusion cards. Add that on top of the fact that you already have to have some setup in the graveyard, and it's just okay. Next, or NEX, is the next card we're going to be talking about. This is also very interesting, and I kind of like what this card does if and only if there is more cards to summon with it. With this card, you trade out one of your Neo-Spacian monsters you control with a level 4 fusion monster from your extra deck. The only big catch is that they have to have their same name. So unfortunately, at the moment, there are only 2 that you can count this with: Neo-Spacian Twinkle Moss and Neo-Spacian Marine Dolphin. This card has a lot of potential for the future, and I really do wish that they would expand upon this idea of things similar to Marine Dolphin or Twinkle Moss. Then we have Double Hero Attack, which is a revival spell for your fusion monsters in your graveyard. Now, it does ignore summoning conditions, which is really nice, but similar to Contact Gate, I feel like this card just has a little bit too much setup, and it's kind of hard to do that in the Neo-Spacian deck to begin with. And finally, for the meh or situational cards, we have Contact Out. In my opinion, the effect of Contact Out should have been there inside of the Neo-Spacian fusions to begin with. What it allows you to do is special summon back out the materials that you used for your Contact fusion summon. In a modern Neos deck, you're not necessarily going for a lot of the older Neos fusions, but if you do, this is not a terrible card to play, I would say. Finally, we have the last category, which are the bad Neos cards. 99.99999% of the time, you will never be playing these cards in the Neos deck, and if you've ever read these cards, you know exactly why. The first is Neos Force. While it has a really cool artwork, it's just an attack booster for your big vanilla monster. Instant Neo-Space is an equip spell, and honestly, while this has interesting design implications with things like Izzle back to Wizzle, two Tales of the Noble Knights, you'd rather just be playing the field spell. However, Neo-Space is the next card on this list, is not that great. The attack boosting is cool, and the effect to keep your monsters is cool, but it can really hurt the consistency of the deck. There are some times that you can play this with something like Favorite Hero to turbo out this card from your deck, but again, very situational, and I'd rather cut it myself. Then we have Reverse of Neos, which is so bad. This card on paper sounds really good. You can special summon a Neos from your deck. However, you have to have a Neos fusion destroyed, and during the end phase, that Neos that you summoned gets destroyed. So then we have Space Gift, a card that lets you draw cards depending on the different Neo-Spacians you control. Not as good as Convert Contact, in my opinion. And then finally we have Common Soul, which while it has really cool artwork, is unfortunately one of the more useless Neo-Spacian cards, as it allows you to special summon out the Neo-Spacian from your hand. That sounds really good on paper, but you have to have an existing monster on the field, and on top of that, you have to have a Neo-Spacian in your hand. There's nothing inherently wrong with this card and what this card does, but it just kind of hurts the consistency, and you'd rather be special summoning or normal summoning other things than your Neo-Spacian monsters, truth be told. These spells and traps for the Neos archetype are probably one of the biggest reasons why the strategy is considered to be one of the worst of all time. But throughout the years, we have been getting some support to help the deck out just a little bit. And while they're not necessarily in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, we are all waiting so patiently for this fan favorite anime deck to get a bit more power boost. While we're at it, let's talk about a few more fusions that you might see on the climb to the top rank in Master Duel. We have Neos Knight and Brave Neos. These two cards are brothers from another mother. Virtually the exact same card, but with one big key difference. One of them is playable. Neos Knight is a fine card, especially in slower formats. However, Brave Neos just outclasses Neos Knight in every single way. It's more generic, has better stats, and has a much better effect. While Neos Knight has the super power to attack twice, Brave Neos can actually deal damage to your opponent. And when it destroys a monster by battle, you can search any spell or trap that mentions Elemental Hero Neos. This includes powerful cards like Neos Fusion and Miracle Contact. But you can play both Neos Knight and Brave Neos, or just one or the other. It's up to you. Inside of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of different ways to build a deck, and Neos is no different. Many of you saw last episode that we used an invoked Neo strategy to climb in the lower ranks, but, and this is no joke, I actually think a pure Neos version may be better for the climb from silver to gold. So, this Neos deck list specifically is the one that we're going to be taking today, going from silver all the way into gold. Maybe if we are lucky, we can get into plat. That would be ideal before the season ends. Because my bad, if you guys don't know, the time on this is not super perfect. At the current date, we have 1 day to complete the season. And then our season resets and we get pushed back a rank. So maybe we might just have to redo silver. I don't know. Well, hopefully not. But the point is that, yeah, we had to kick out the nerd for pure Neos jock. I'm saying. To go over the deck, this is the pure Neos build. We kicked out everything that was invoked. We have Psyframe Drivers, a one of, to go with our Psyframe Gear Gammas, obviously Maxi and Ash Blossom, Master Dual Tax. We have 2 copies of Neos as our big hero vanilla body, 1 Aqua Dolphin, 1 Air Hummingbird, 1 Grand Mole, 1 Glomoss, 1 Dark Panther, 1 Flare Scarab. We have 3 copies of Keeper of the Dragon Magic. So this card is really interesting. On normal summon, we can discard a card and search a normal fusion spell, aka Neos Fusion, which is our insane power play. All right, extra deck for this, by the way, because a quick overview. We have 1 Dark Neos, 1 Aqua Dolphin, 1 Flare Neos, 1 Glow Neos, 1 Grand Neos, 2 Brave Neos, 1 Magma Neos, 1 Chaos Neos, 1 Nebula Neos. I'm laughing at the big 3 fusions because we're never going to be able to summon them. 1 Rainbow Neos, insane. The Cosmo Neos, also pretty good. Divine Neos, pretty interesting. Phoenix and Verte, which is, you know, pretty all right. We are going to try to get out of silver and into gold tonight with pure Neos. Might make some deck changes. I think fusion deployment and some other cards might be necessary, might be pretty good to add, but we'll see. So, Let's go. Our first match of the night was against Jaden Yuki himself, classic elemental hero. Initially, I thought this was going to be a modern hero build, so a bit worried, until they summoned this. This man summoned Core. I'm saying this is kind of amazing. I love Core. Core's actually really cool, but we'll take care of it right here. All right, we'll go for Lightning Storm here. We'll destroy the spells and traps. Could be important. It was Hero Signal. I kind of want to be a little funny here. We'll go for Neos Fusion here. We also don't have anything besides Rainbow Neos to shuffle back everything, which is kind of boring. I was hoping that we would get to be a little more creative with our shenanigans, but that's fine. We'll go for Keeper of the Dragon Magic, activate Keeper of the Dragon Magic, and we'll add Neos. Neos effects activate, Rainbow Neos. We'll shuffle, we'll send Dragon Magic, we'll shuffle Core. I hate that I had to do it to him, but I'm so sorry. That was a quick game one. After our interesting hero game, we moved on to a few other equally as interesting Synchron and Cubic games. This card can be destroyed, right? Yeah, it can. All right, Lightning Storm. We'll destroy attack position monsters. See ya. All right, we're gonna go for Neo-Space Connector now. Neo-Space Connector is gonna go. I'll go for Aqua Dolphin here. Aqua Dolphin effect will activate it. We'll go for Neo-Space Panther. And we'll take a look at the hand. It's actually nothing. Okay, here's the really funny part. We actually just have lethal because he can't stop us. So the easiest lethal of our life, Predaplant Verte Anaconda. Oh, shh. Predaplant Verte Anaconda on the board. Neos Fusion in there. And then we have Rainbow Neos, which is 4,500. So he literally just gamed himself. He went 3,000 life points less and gamed himself. This is amazing. Exact lethal. Kind of crazy. That's right, Rainbow Neos Turbo kind of cracked. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. And if you could believe it, we had back-to-back Dream Mirror victories. Dream Mirror again! Again! And it's the same to hand, practically. We have Gamma, we've got Reinforcement of the Army, we've got Ash. This is amazing. Let's see if this guy scoops too. I bet you he does. I bet you he does. We'll go from Neo-Space Connector here. We'll special summon out Aqua Dolphin. Dolphin sounds pretty good. We will activate Aqua Dolphin. We'll get a peek at the hand. Scoop! Average Dream Mirror turn. Easy peasy. The silver rank is an ocean of varied decks, which honestly really allowed us to pile on a convincing win streak and make this last minute climb to gold a super smooth ride. It's not all rogue strategies, however. Our most formidable match in silver of the night was this pure Salamangreat deck. We can beat this board. This is a beatable board right here. This is a very beatable board. All right. Ooh. Oh yeah. We'll go Keeper of the Dragon Magic for sure. And then we'll go Keep the Dragon Magic effect. We're gonna discard Glowmoss. And he's gonna either Ash or he's got an Imperm. He's gotta do something here specifically. Imperm. Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, so good. Okay, Neos Fusion. Okay, Maxi, we're okay. Maxi is okay. Maxi is very much okay. Here's kind of an issue. We have a lot of different things we can do against Salamangreats specifically. We can shuffle everything back into the deck and leave him with the Sunlight Wolf. I think that might be the best play of action. He'll have 2 cards in hand, but like, what's that gonna do, like specifically? I don't really know. So I think we're gonna go for Rainbow Neos still. We will activate the effect of Rainbow Neos. We'll shuffle all cards from the opponent's graveyard back into the deck. Oh, we milled the one Neos. That's fine. We have Miracle Contact, so that's kind of okay. But you know, is what it is. Kind of fine. He's got Will still, which is unfortunate, but no Gazelle in the grave. He's starting from turn 1, but with a Will and this, and we have Rainbow Neos, so it's there. He's reborning his own Sunlight Wolf? This man's a G. Oh, he's back in it right now. Please tell me you didn't. Okay, Jack Jaguar. Jack Jaguar is fine. It's much better than I thought it was. Go for a 1, add Jack Jaguar back to hand. Why is he not normal summoning? And then using the Will for Jack Jaguar. What's he got in hand? Ooh, no, he's going for... He's trying to go for something big. He doesn't know. If I can click, I will click. Oh, he can't destroy. He's got to. Yep. He didn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Okay, this is hilarious. All right, we got him here though. All right, we'll go for a lightning storm. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. A lightning storm. We'll go and destroy all attack mission monster opponent controls. Feels good. And now we'll go in for Miracle Contact because we can. And we'll go for, no. I shouldn't do it to him. I shouldn't do it to him. We're gonna do it to him. We're gonna do it to him. We're gonna go Glow Neos. We're gonna go Neos Fusion, and we're gonna go for, okay, we still get our guy, but you know, we'll go for Flare Neos here. We'll go for Flare Neos specifically. There we go, perfect. 33, that's hilarious. And then Air Hummingbird's effect. Feels pretty good. All right, Battle Phase, 33. And finally, Air Hummingbird for 800. That's just BM. I feel bad. But I feel bad. Not that bad. It's great. Paleo Frogs! Crazy. Easy. I'm trying to crawl through this vent with my... No, that's too much. Beautiful. Beautiful. Battle Phase. And main phase 2. Evenly. If he has an out to this, I'm gonna be pissed, but not that pissed. Ha 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 ha. Oh Lord. Well, keep the Drag Magic. Keep Drag Magic effect activates. We're gonna discard the Psyframe Driver. We're gonna go for Neos Fusion. We'll go for Neos Fusion for sure. And we'll go for, I could destroy the target. Nah, that's fine. We'll go for Rainbow Neos. When in doubt, Rainbow Neos. All right, we'll go for Rainbow Neos effect. We'll send our Keeper of the Dragon Magic to the graveyard. We'll shuffle back the Swap Frog. Bye-bye, Swap Frog. I'm gonna say bye. And unface. Monster Reborn. We're gonna reborn our Keeper of the Dragon Magic. Keeper of Dragon Magic, we're going to, on the board, special summon, because we can, and we're gonna win this though. Is it really worth it though? No, it's not. It's not. If there's any chance we're gonna lose that, we'd lose it right there for sure. After our luckiest win against Paleozoics and sitting at a nice win streak, this was it. Facing another milestone and attempting to bring Neos, one of Yu-Gi-Oh's worst decks, to the top of the ladder. We are one game away from gold, now starting to get into the upper ranks. That's probably true. We're just gonna hit him heavy. Like, right, like there's no reason not to. All right, Neos Fusion on the board, battle phase. Hopefully this is not like a, not a battle trap. All right, feels good. Hiya. All right, end phase, we're good. Isolde and for Noble Knight, equip and maintain the Neo-Spacians. Oh, easy win. Easy win, I think it's gold, right? Gold 5. Silver's been fun. Silver's been an interestingly fun time. I thought my greed here would be my downfall. I should just be happy with gold and have taken the W. Leave it all to next time on the climb. But the clock was running out, and securing a platinum victory would be a major win for Neos. Kind of, like, this is the only deck that we've faced so far that I'm feeling like we've never done before, right? And we're about to, this evenly match is about to be big, all right? End of main, nothing. Battle phase, he's like, who's playing evenly matched in this economy? All right, so he might have judgment here, and if he does, unfortunate, but we do have a way to still shuffle the grave or shuffle all spells and traps back, right? We were set up for success as our Eldlich foe was slowly being picked apart, but we had to close out this game fast as we didn't want them to establish any more value. All right, Rainbow and add Neos Fusion, very cool, but because we don't really have a lot here, right? We do somewhat want to set up ourselves for this Miracle Contact, and we can't trigger this thing with Rainbow Neos, like, specifically. So what I think we might have to do here is go for a Dark Panther, negate the effects of Dark Neos, and that way we have set up for Cosmo Neos on the next turn. So we're big chillin' now, end phase. We have our graveyard and our hand set up for Cosmo Neos on the next turn. So if he has like a bunch of cards on the board, we can negate stuff. We can attack, which is there, right? Interesting. Getting prepared for 2 Nebula Neos summons in the same night. Never happened before in history. Aqua Dolphin. Huge. Oh, that's big. That's big. That's pretty big. That's fine. We'll go Miracle Contact here. There's Sanguine. Oh. Okay. That's fine. We can do some shenanigans. Luckily, we do have our line for Verte still out. I forgot about the Verte line. So we can actually still do quite a bit. Oh no. Cosmo Neos. I could actually go Cosmo Neos. I might here. Okay, read this carefully. Cosmo Neos. Can I activate this effect for the rest of the turn? Your opponent cannot activate cards. What's the effects? Oh no, destroys all cards. No. It has to be this one because it banishes the cards. It banishes the cards. Now, unfortunately, that's the way to go, right? There can only be one on the board. I think we go for end phase here. Nebula Neos is going to activate, and we can purely banish everything, which is there. So the chair. Oh, okay. All right, we're close. Conquistador is there. He's definitely going to attack the Nebula Neos, which, by the way, we can't save, unfortunately. Return Nebula to the extra deck. We're trying. I mean, he's got the Conquistador in the back is pretty big. Oh no, what? Black Awakening 2. I'm tempted to go main phase 2 for Convert Contact. I mean, it's not a good idea, but it's an idea, right? We'd have to draw into Neos Fusion or another Keeper of the Dragon Magic for this to actually work here. Ash Blossom does not work. Okay, we'll go battle phase here. We are going to take damage, which is not very favorable. But we have to take a chance on this, or else we're just going to lose. We'll go for Convert Contact here. We'll discard our own Dark Panther, and we'll send Glowmoss. We'll draw 2 cards. And it's nothing we can use. Gosh, don't tell me that. At least you got Ash. True. At least we got the Ash for the Sanguine. Yeah, of course, that's right. It sucks. That was hard. Very unfortunate. With our loss, we could not get disheartened. We needed to venture on. GG, go next. Yay for us, we won that one. Next card, I'll go for Brave Neos here. Dice Jar. What just happened? Time Lord. Oh, he's playing Burn. All right, well, we'll show him now. Okay, we'll go for Miracle Contact here. We'll go Miracle Contact. We're gonna go for Dark Panther. We'll shuffle back our 2 guys into the deck, and we'll go here. Seems pretty good. We'll activate we'll go for Neos Fusion here. Go for Neos Fusion on the board. And then we're gonna go into, I'm going to go for Grand Neos. Grand Neos effect. Target the monster, return it to hand. And then we'll go, I could sacrifice for Neos. That'd be hilarious. And in fact, I kind of want to. I'm gonna do that actually. This is bad, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna summon Elemental Hero Neos. No summoning animation, feels good. Okay, well, all right, battle phase. 28. 25. And then Neos. Chopping him half. That's what he does. Like, yeah. Cup of Ace. It's always Pot of Greed. All right. All right. All right, he's there. He's there. After our loss, our surprising Neos win streak was looking up. After a bit of luck, a little bit of skill, and a little bit of pressure, we were back on cruising through the ranks. We even hit a truly gold level deck, Dinomorphia. All right, so now we're in there, and he's got to make a decision. Okay, we got to activate Rainbow Neos' effect and shuffle back everything from the graveyard back. Oh. Oh, okay. If I actually don't know what this does. You? I have to do both? What am I supposed to do? Come on. Plasma Negate is death in itself. Oh, thank God. That is quite literally one of the best draws we could have drawn here. Wow, almighty wow. And Cosmo Neos. Cosmo Neos! Cosmo Neos. Okay, all right, big here. Catrezia. Gamma. Oh, Gamma's actually kind of crazy here. Oh, yes. Return to the deck. You, and you. For Cosmo Neos, no summoning animation, but it's still cool. Activate the effect. We have successfully locked him out. Battle phase. 30. You can't believe it. 369. We got there. Oh, so good. Let's go, Neos. Cosmo Neos and Nebula Neos twice. This is a historical stream for sure. Even the powerful Dark Magician was no match for our deck. Toons were no match as well. Drytrons fallen very easily. Even this deck of nothing. Understandable, have a nice day. And Umi Control was no match for Neo-Spacians. This was an insane win streak for the Neos deck. Whether it be our positive momentum, the grace of the Yu-Gi-Oh gods, or the heart of the cards, we had stacked up an 11-game win streak. All we needed was just one more for Gold 1. What's our win streak? 11-game win streak? All right, we gotta take a picture of that, right? We gotta save that for prosperity. Easy. All right, one more win to make it 12 to Gold 1, and then we have 3 more wins to go for Gold, for Plat 1. Which is gonna be great. So maybe that's gonna be the tomorrow's thing. It's going into Plat 1. Because that's probably gonna be much harder, if I had to guess, than actually getting into anything, which is fine. Hit the gritty if you win this game? Dude, I can't hit the gritty for my life. Ah, Adignister. Of course we'd get it. This is the loss. This is the loss. Never mind, it's the win. Let's go. I'm not hitting the gritty. I can't hit the gritty. Yes. He messed up. He had to go to dinner. He's like, I'm gonna play this card, I'm gonna bounce. Let's go. Nice. 12-game win streak. Insane. Absolutely insane. This is the Neos deck we took from getting from our silver into Gold 1. Tomorrow we're gonna try to climb into Plat 1 or Plat 1 or even Diamond. Let's see how far we can go with it, like legitimately. I think we can get to Diamond for sure before the season restarts, but getting into Plat. I don't know if we can get to Diamond before the season restarts, but Plat before the season restarts is very obtainable. Very obtainable.